Hello everyone, my name is Athmani and today I'm going to be starting a brand new Let's Play series of me playing Minecraft. So this is episode 1, let's get into it. As all great worlds do, we're going to start by punching a tree and getting some stone tools. Now I am actually playing on Halloween, so there should be some mobs that spawn at night with pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns on their head, and I think I'm going to try to collect one of them. So I'm going to collect some wood so we can make some boats and maybe place them in the field just to catch one. And so the first thing I'm going to do is sail down this river and see if I can find the ocean, because then I can get some shipwrecks and maybe some buried treasure and get geared that way. I'm going to stop and kill a few sheep for a bed. I guess I didn't really need to stop for a bed because there's some villages up here, but this is good because we'll get a lot of wheat for our bread and stuff. And I don't actually know if this river continues, so I might just set up camp here. Gotta make a hoe to plunder efficiently. Kinda sounds like there's some zombies around, but I don't really see any, so I don't really know what's going on. So I turned captions on and there is a zombie groan sound, but I don't know, maybe it's like below me in a cave, so maybe it's up on the mountain. It's just, I really don't see any around. But now that we're all set on food, we're gonna actually start plundering the village of all of its valuables, starting with the blacksmith. What are we gonna get? Alright, this is pretty good. Just take all of that. Put on my boots. And go visit the other houses. There's actually a second blacksmith in the village. So we got attempt number 2. Ooh, a lot of obsidian. And a saddle, that's nice. Some more armor and some more food. And a bundle to carry all of my useless items. Great. So that's pretty much everything in the village, and now that I've got a lot of food and my inventory is full, I'm going to start the actual main goal of today, which is to get some sort of mob with a pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern on its head trapped so that I can have it beyond Halloween. But the hostile mobs only come out at night, and I don't really want the villagers to all die, so I'm going to trap a few of them in a hole or in their homes or something, and I'm also going to trap the iron golem so he doesn't mess with my plans. Alright, there you go, big guy. You can stay in there until you're further needed. And right next to him looks good enough to put all our villagers, so I'll just get to clearing out, and maybe I'll put some beds in here so that they all want to go here during the night. Yes, our first few volunteers have started sleeping. And so will I. And now, since they lack the ability to climb ladders, they're stuck there forever until I let them loose. And I guess the last thing I have to do is put a roof over their heads so that they don't get attacked. And it's a little dark in there, so we'll just steal a torch from the outside of the blacksmith and light it up. One trapdoor to keep the zombies out, and we are all done. And so the only thing to do is to wait for night. I've put all my valuables in the chest here in case I die, and I've set my respawn point, and I think I'm going to go chop some wood in order to make a few boats so that I can be ready when nightfall. Alright, that should be plenty of boats, and I think I'm pretty much ready to catch a zombie tonight. I might just set up a few trenches or some, maybe a wall to stop them and, confuse them a little bit. And I think I'm going to try to do it in this little area down here where I think a lot of them will spawn. Alright, night is falling. It's time to get one of these zombies. Alright, I've made a small lookout tower, and now that I have my FOV on Quick Pro, I should be able to see a zombie if they were to spawn, because I think it's only a chance for them to spawn with pumpkins. I've actually boxed myself in because I realized I can kind of just wait until morning, because if any zombies spawn with pumpkins, they won't actually burn in daylight, so I can just wait until morning, and then I can go out and see who's there. Alright, I pulled up the F3 screen and enabled the day counter, so now I can see when it turns to day 3 in order to know when to go into morning. Okay, it's day 3, so we can check to see if there are any zombies wearing pumpkins anywhere. I see a skeleton. I'm gonna go fight it and hopefully not die. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna head up to the top of the mountain and see if I can see any zombies. Alright, I'm not actually seeing anything. I guess it was just that skeleton, that was it. I might try this again the next night over there somewhere, but I guess not a ton of mobs are spawning. Uh, I am on hard, so I don't really understand why nothing is coming out. Well, I didn't notice this before, but I think there's a dungeon over there because of all the cobblestone, which I didn't think they could spawn this high or like exposed to the surface, but I might go check it out. Yep, it's a spawner. It's a spawner. Okay, definitely not prepared to handle that, but I think I definitely could. I'm just gonna go grab some of those torches from on top of that well in order to light it up. But from the looks of what I saw inside, it could be a zombie spawner, which could be really good for what we're trying to do. Oh, oh, look what we have here. Yes, you are exactly what I want. Come with me, come with me. I'll lead you away from the spawner and all your friends, and I'll trap you in a boat. Yep, yep, just get in the boat. Yeah. Oh, oh, he can definitely still hit me. All right. So that's great. I've got a zombie on a boat and he's wearing a pumpkin tree. He won't die from the sunlight. And I don't even think I need to name tag him for him to not despawn because he's in a boat and I think that prevents him from despawning even if I like log out or unload the chunks. That's pretty good. I'm just gonna build him a little house in case any iron golems get him because I don't want him to die. That would be very sad. I'm just going to build him a little hut. Just a quick recap, if you don't know, on Halloween specifically, some mobs, including all zombie variants and the skeleton variants, can spawn with carved pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns on their heads. And it's pretty cool because it only happens one day out of the year, and you can't like dispense pumpkins onto their heads with dispensers or anything like that. So this is really the only way to get it. And it's extra helpful because they won't burn in sunlight because they're wearing something on their head, but it's different from them wearing something like a helmet on their head because when they wear a helmet, it takes durability off the helmet. But since car pumpkins don't have durability, they can just last forever. And it won't actually go away after Halloween passes. So I'll just have this in my world now as long as I'm careful and he doesn't die. And I might try to get some more, but this is pretty cool for me. So I might just, leave it at this and just have one special zombie in my world.